Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to this evening's satsang. You may sprinkle water on yourselves and all around you while we recite this mantra. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Pavitraha Pavitro Va Sarvavastangatopi Va Yah Smaret Pundari Kaksham Sabhahyapyantraha Shuchihi. Sip water from the palm of your right hand 3 times, thinking of Bhagwan, doing Hari Smaran. Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayanaya Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha. Now rinse your hands. Om Hrishikeshaya Namaha, Om Govindaya Namaha, Om Madhusudanaya Namaha. Put on the koos on your right hand ring finger. Om Pavitre Stho Vaishnavyo Saviturvaha Prasava Utpunam Ya Chidrena Pavitrena Suryasya Rashmabhi Tasyate Pavitra Pate Pavitra Putasya Yatakamaha Pune Tachekeyam. Dear brothers and sisters, I'm going to pause for a few seconds as I haven't shared the satsang link. Kindly bear with me. Thank you. My apologies for that. Now you are going to apply chandan to your forehead, and you are going to use your thumb and apply it to your forehead, starting at the top of your nose, moving upwards. Om Chandanam Vandyate Nityam Pavitram Papanashanam Apadam Harate Nityam Lakshmir Vasati Sarvadham. If you have not lit your house lamp, you may do so now. Alternatively, put your hands together and face your house lamp, praying for auspiciousness in your home and good energies. Om Bhodhipa Tvam Brahma Rupa Andakara Nivaraka Imam Maya Kritam Pujam Grihastejo Pravardhaya. Om Deepaya Namaha. Sprinkle water on the Vedi or the seat. Om Prithivi Tvaya Dhrita Loka Devi Tvam Vishnu Nadhrita Tvansha Dharyaman Devi Pavitrang Kuru Shasanam. We are now going to commence with the recitation of Veda mantras and other important dhyan mantras. The mantras are up on your screen. I appeal to all of you to try and join in the recitation so that the sound of these mantras permeates your homes, pervades your homes, and attracts auspiciousness. All of you are aware that the Mahakumbh Mela is also on at the moment, and this Mahakumbh Mela, the astrological arrangement, is only appearing once in 144 years. So you should focus your mind on Bhagwan and, of course, the holy waters of that Kumbh while we recite these mantras. Om. 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 Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरोर्मूर्तिः, पूजामूलं गुरोः पदम्, मन्त्रमूलं गुरोर्वाक्यं, मोक्षमूलं गुरोः कृपा। ॐ स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः, स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः, स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्योररिष्टनेमिः, स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु। ॐ पयः पृथिव्यां पय ओषधीषु पयो दिव्यन्तरिक्षे पयोदाः पयस्वतिः प्रदिशः सन्तु मह्यम्। ॐ विष्णोरराटमसि विष्णोः स्नप्त्रेस्थो विष्णोः स्यूरसि विष्णोर्ध्रुवसि वैष्णवमसि विष्णवे त्वा। ॐ अग्निर्देवता वातो देवता सूर्यो देवता चन्द्रमा देवता वसवो देवता रुद्रा देवता आदित्या देवता मरुतो देवता विश्वे देवा देवता बृहस्पतिर्देवतेन्द्रो देवता वरुणो देवता। ॐ द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरौषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगुण शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि। ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर्दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुवा सुशान्तिर्भवतु। ॐ मानो भद्रः क्रतवो यन्तु विश्वतो दग्धासो अपरीतस उद्भिदः देवानो यथा सदमिद्विदे असन्नप्रायुः रक्षितारो दिवे दिवे। ॐ देवानां भद्रा सुमतिरिजूयतां देवानां रातिरभिनो निवर्तताम् देवानां गं सख्यमुपसेदिमावयन् देवान आयुः प्रतिरन्तु जीवसे। ॐ तान् पूर्वयानि विदाहुमहे वयं भगं मित्रम् अदितिं दक्षमस्त्रिधं हरयमनं वरुणागं सोममश्विना सरस्वतिनः सुभगामयस्करात्। ॐ तन्नो वातो मयुर्भुवातु भेषजन्तन्माता पृथिवी तत्पिता द्यौः तद्घ्रावाणः सोमसुतो मयुर्भुवस्तदश्विन शिनुतन्दिष्ण्यायुवम्। ॐ तमीशानं जगतस्तस्तु शस्पतीन्द्रियं जिन्वमवसेहुमहे वयम् पूषानो यथा वेद साम सद्विदे रक्षिता पायुर्धप्त स्वस्तये। ॐ स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्योररिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु। ॐ पृषदश्वामरुतः पृश्निमातरः शुभं ह्यावानो विदतेषु जग्मयः अग्निजिह्वा मनवः सूरचक्षसो विश्वेनो देवा अवसागमन्निः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमाक्षवीर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्ट्वागुंसस्तनूभिर्व्यशेमहि देवहितं यदायुः। ॐ शतमिन्नु शरदो अन्ति देवा यत्रा नश्चक्रजरसन्तनूनाम् पुत्रासो यत्र पितरो भवन्ति मानो मध्याहि हृषतायुर्गन्तोः ॐ अदितिर्द्यौरदितिरन्तरिक्षमदितिर्माता स पिता स पुत्रः विश्वे देवा अदितिः पञ्चजना अदितिर्जातम् अदितिर्जनित्वम् ॐ ह्रीचं भाचं प्रपद्ये मनो यजुः प्रपद्ये साम प्राणं प्रपद्ये चक्षुः श्रोत्रं प्रपद्ये वागौजः सहौजौ मही प्राणापानौ ॐ तं पत्नीभिरनुगच्छेम देवाः पुत्रैर्भ्रातृभिरुतवा हिरण्यै नाकं गृह्णानः सुकृतस्य लोके तृतीये पृष्ठे अधिरोचने दिवः ॐ आयुष्यं वर्षस्य गुम्राय स्पोषमोद्भिदम् इदगं हिरण्यं वर्चस्व जैत्राय विशतादु माम् ॐ द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि ॐ यतो यतः समीहसे ततो नो अभयं कुरु शन्नः कुरु प्रजाभ्यो भयन्नः पशुभ्यः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः सुशान्तिर्भवतु ॐ हे रम्ब त्वमेयहि अम्बिका त्र्यम्बकात्मज सिद्धि बुद्धिपते त्रयक्ष लक्षलाभ पितु पितः नागास्य नागहार त्वं गणराज चतुर्भुज भूषितः स्वायुधे दिव्यै पाशाङ्कुश परश्वधे आवाहयामि पूजार्थं रक्षार्थं च ममाकृतः इहागत्य गृहाणा त्वं पूजां क्रतुं च रक्ष मे ॐ मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये अञ्जनीगर्भसम्भूतं कपीन्द्रं सचिवोत्तमं रामप्रियं नमस्तुभ्यं हनुमान् रक्ष सर्वदा ॐ ध्यायेदाजानुबाहुं धृतशरधनुषं बद्धपद्मासनस्थं पीतं वासोऽवसानं नवकमलादलस्पर्धिनेत्रं प्रसन्नं वामाङ्कारूढः सीतामुखः कमलमिललोचनं नीरधावं नाना अलङ्कारदीप्तं दततमुरुजटा मण्डलं रामचन्द्रम् ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुनभन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदाक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थितः तत्कतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुः देवाय तस्मै नमः ॐ वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् ॐ शान्तं पद्मासनस्थं शशधरमुकुटं पञ्चवक्त्रं त्रिनेत्रं शूलं वज्रं च खड्गं परशुमभयदं दक्षिणाङ्गे वहन्तं नागपाशाञ्चगण्ठां डमरुकसहितम् आङ्कुशं वामभागे नाना अलङ्कारदीप्तं स्फटिकमणिनिभं पार्वतीशं नमामि ॐ या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्मच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषजाड्यापहा। ॐ लक्ष्मी क्षीरसमुद्रराजतनयां श्रीरङ्गधामेश्वरीं दासीभूतसमस्तदेववनितां लोकैकदीपान्पुरां श्रीमन्मण्डकटाक्षलब्धविभव ब्रह्मेन्द्रगङ्गाधरां तां त्रैलोक्यकुटुम्बिनीं सरसिजां वन्दे मुकुन्दप्रियाम्। ओम सीताराम पवन सुत हनुमान राधे कृष्ण की जय। जय श्री राधे गोविंद. We now going to have Chalisa and bhajans, and when we return we will have our Bhagavad Gita discourse.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार वरनो रघुवर विमल यश जोदायक फल चार बुद्धहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत तुलित बलरामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमद निवार कंचन वरण विराजत वेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा हाथ ब्रजर ध्वजा विराजे कांटे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिया विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाए सजीवन लगन आए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति की बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि समभाई सहस वदन तुमरो यश गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सहस्रयोजन बल भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर बल जानो। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेरी मुखमाही, जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे। सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। अपना तेज समारो आपे, तीनों लोक काटते काबे। ऊँट पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नाशे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट से हनुमान जुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन बल पावे। चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुमरे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुपति पुर जाई, जा जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्त धरहि, हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करहि। संकट हर मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई, टूटई बंदी महासुख होई। जो या पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरिचेरा, कीजनाथ हृदय माडेरा। कीजनाथ हृदय माडेरा, कीजनाथ हृदय माडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसौ सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम। जो मुख राम जपे ना भैया वो पाछे पछताए, सीता राम जपे जो मनवा जन्म सफल हो जाए। जो मुख राम जपे ना भैया वो पाछे पछताए, सीता राम जपे जो मनवा जन्म सफल हो जाए। सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम नाम जपने से भैया चारों दिश हो जियारा। राम नाम तुरत ले मनवा, राम नाम है प्यारा। मैं तो राम नाम का प्रेमी वो तो प्राण संभाए। सीता राम जपे जो मनवा जन्म सफल हो जाए। जो मुख राम जपे ना भैया वो पाछे पछताए। सीता राम जपे जो मनवा जन्म सफल हो जाए। सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम नाम तुलसी ने जापा हो गई तुलसी दासा। रामायण की हर चौपाई दोहा का मैं प्यासा। एक एक दोहा हर चौपाई अमृत रस बरसाए। सीता राम जपे जो मनवा जन्म सफल हो जाए। जो मुख राम जपे ना भैया वो पाछे पछताए। सीता राम जपे जो मनवा जन्म सफल हो जाए। सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम। चित्रकूट के घाट पर भई संतन की भीड़ हो। चित्रकूट के घाट पर भई संतन की भीड़। तुलसीदास चंदन घिसे तिलक देत रघुवीर। राम नाम का आखर लिख लूं सबसे सुंदर भाषा। सबसे प्यारा ज्ञान यही है जीवन का अभिलाषा। राम नाम का आखर लिख लूं सबसे सुंदर भाषा। सबसे प्यारा ज्ञान यही है जीवन की अभिलाषा। राम नाम श्री राम नाम जप नारायण हर्षाए। सीता राम जपे जो मनवा जन्म सफल हो जाए। जो मुख राम जपे ना भैया वो पाछे पछताए। सीता राम जपे जो मनवा जन्म सफल हो जाए। सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम। सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
Jai Shri Ram, Jai Radhe Govind. Today we are reciting verse number 24 of Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 6. We'll all try to recite together. The verse is on your screen. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Sankalpah Prabhavan Kamans Tyaktva Sarvan Sheshatah Manasirvendriya Viniyamya Samantatah Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. We'll recite again. Sankalpaha Prabhavan Kamans Tyaktva Sarvan Sheshataha Manasirvendriya Gramam Viniyamya Samantatah Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sankalpa Prabhavan. In this particular context, the word sankalp means our thoughts and imaginations. Prabhavan, born of. So these thoughts and imaginations come about because of something. Kamans, which means our desires. So it seems that all our thoughts, our imaginations, some of us have become daydreamers. And the reason for that is because the source of it is kamans, our desires that we have. Tyaktva sarvana sheshataha. Tyaktva means to give up. Sarvan means all or completely. Asheshataha. Shesh means part. Ashesh means full or complete. So therefore, Bhagwan is saying in this verse that we have to, tyaktva means to give up, to renounce. We have to give up sarvanisheshataha, all our desires. Manaser vendriya gramam. Manas eva indriya gramam. If you break up that word, that longish word, mana means mind, eva means also, indriya means all our senses, gramam means the entire package of senses. And the human body is made up of many, many senses, starting with some primary ones and some secondary ones. I'm not going to go into that now, but Bhagwan is saying every one of those sensory organs and senses, viniyamya, must be fully restrained. Samantataha, from all sides. Look how complete Bhagwan is. He hasn't left a stone unturned in describing the manner in which we must become renunciants. So if we put all these words together into a cohesive sentence, Bhagwan is saying to us, one must completely renounce all forms of desires arising from thoughts of the world and fully restrain the whole pack of senses from all sides. How? By using the mind. Because the mind seems to be the most powerful of all the senses. The mind seems to be able to control the body, the other senses, etc. For example, in order for you to know that you are hungry, the mind sends a message to you. The stomach starts growling. You start feeling, you start thinking about food. This is the mind that is triggering these thoughts. Then we start thinking about what kind of food we're going to eat. Then we're going to think about how much of that food we're going to eat. And perhaps thereafter, we're going to think thereafter about how we're going to sleep after we eat so much of food. So the trigger is the mind. He seems to be the in charge of all of this. So sarva karman means, I want to expand on that a little bit more. that it refers to the enjoyments of this world, those that are intense as well as those that are mild or moderate. Because the mild or moderate ones, which don't seem to be the main culprits, are often the triggers, and they start to develop into the more intense desires. Therefore, Bhagavan is saying all kinds of desires, you must go right to the very root of them. The minute any one of them even starts appearing, you need to remove them. You need to completely subdue them. Then Bhagavan is saying that even latent desire must be removed. So, by blocking out something doesn't mean you have got rid of it. See, sometimes we have a serious problem, and what do? We want to block out the thought. We don't want to think about it. But it doesn't take the problem away. It just gives us a short relief that we're not thinking about the problem. So Bhagwan is saying even these latent desires must be removed. In other words, there must be a complete renunciation. So to give you an example about this, I'm going to give you an example about this. If you look at a pot that contains butter ghee, if you empty that pot out completely, still on the surface of the pot, if you rub your fingers, you will find that there is still some ghee and your fingers will become slimy. Similarly, if you have a box or a container that is sealable and you put camphor in it, if you remove all the camphor from that container and you smell the container, you will still get the camphor smell unless you go and wash it and remove all the Bhagwan is saying that there mustn't even be small traces of these desires, because these desires never stay latent for long enough. They start to develop and they start to burn like a fire. Complete renunciation of all desires involves the complete erasure or abrasion of even the slightest traces. Now, this is extremely difficult, and that is why this path of moksha, renunciation, or to reach a state of nirvana is not something that is to be taken lightly. It requires determination, it requires lots of thinking, it requires extremely high disciplines. And you will find that those people in the world who are not observing these kind of disciplines, are not making these kinds of efforts, it means they are not reading, listening, and thinking about these important aspects of spiritual advancement. Spiritual advancement is not simply about saying, I am spiritual. It goes a lot deeper than that. To become a spiritual person, according to Bhagwan here, to become spiritual, you have to completely restrain the senses. So you can't be enjoying all the things in this world that are undesirable for your spiritual advancement and call yourself spiritual and say, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual, because it doesn't make sense. We are just simply playing with words. So it is the nature of the senses to run after worldly objects. And these objects are enabled to carry away the mind. They are able to carry away the mind. And you know, in any organization, or if you capture the leader, the rest of the force is captured. So if the mind is weak and it becomes captured, everything else is going to go with it. And therefore, a resolute intellect is required. Resolute means very disciplined, fixed, a mind that is not easily swayed. And therefore, Bhagwan says that the yogi, with the help of discrimination and dispassion. So what is discrimination? First of all, you need to know what is it that can sweep your senses away, can sweep your mind away. And then dispassion. Once you know, what are you doing about it? You can't say, I know that these are my senses. The objects of the senses take them away, but you're doing nothing about it. So you have to become a renunciant. You have to completely withdraw yourself from all of this. And the big question that then comes up is, Panditji, how do we live life? Are you asking us to become stones? Is that why God put us in this world? Well, the true renunciant, he enjoys a different taste of things. He is not inspired and does not enjoy worldly objects, but anything that is associated with Bhagwan, he enjoys himself in that aspect. In other words, like we eat food that is spicy and tasty and we may enjoy that, the renunciant enjoys prasad in that way. Like we enjoy going to places where people are laughing and happy, etc., and having lots of fun. The renunciant enjoys a similar kind of happiness when he is in a satsang, chanting Bhagwan's names, thinking of Bhagwan. His joy is coming from the Lord and not the sense objects. The rest of the world seems to be getting their joy from the sense objects and everything else that is happening in the world. So I'm going to tell you a little story now about, just like how I told you about the ghee, and I know many of you may have heard the story, but there are newer people on the platform as well, and perhaps they will benefit from this. So there was a Swami who was walking along the banks of a river with a chela. And as they made their journey along this river, they saw a lady standing there who was attempting to cross, but she was very, very scared because the water was quite torrential, and she was concerned that if she got deeper into the river, she would be washed away. And of course, Swamiji saw this and he decided that they should all join hands. So he joined hands with his chela, and with his other hand, he held this lady's hands, and carefully they navigated across and they took her safely across. She thanked them and she went on her way. And the Swamiji and his chela continued on their journey. After 10 to 15 minutes, the chela says to Swamiji, but Swamiji, I'm a bit confused because I don't understand how you were holding that lady's hand. And the Swamiji said to him, see, I held her hand and I let go. You didn't even hold her hand, but right until now, you're still holding on to her. I have let go long time. When we crossed the river, I let go. You didn't let go. She's still on your mind. Therefore, the point that we are trying to make is that if I am supposed to stay away from water, it's not that I must not only drink, I must avoid drinking the water, I must also not think about the water. That means a complete eradication of this thing that is not good for your spiritual advancement. I hope that example was good and it will give you something to think about. And it is my prayer that we all become more and more disciplined in this world so that we can really and truly advance spiritually. Jai Sri Krishna. We're now going to prepare for Ramayan part. So before we recite Ramcharitmanas, we are going to recite the Ramayan Stuti, which is also on your screen. And once again, I'm appealing to all of you to try and recite the verses so that gradually you become okay with them as well. Please give me a second. I'm just trying to get to the right verse. Yes, we are doing verse number 265 today, Doha number 265 of the Balkand. We're now going to start with the Ramayan Stuti. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Om Shri Saraswatye Namaha. जेहि सुमिरत सिद्धि होय सीताराम, गणनायक करिवर बदन, करो अनुग्रह सोय सीताराम, बुद्धि राशि शुभ गुण सदन, मूक होहि बाचाल सीताराम, पंगु चढ़हि गिरिवर गहना, जासु कृपा सो दयाल सीताराम, द्रवो सकल कलिमल दहन नील सरोरोह श्याम सीताराम तरुण अरुण बारिज नयन करहो सो मम उरधाम सीताराम सदा क्षीर सागर शयन कुंद इंदु समदेह सीताराम उमा रमन करुणा अयन जाहि दीन परनेह सीताराम करहो कृपा मर्दन मयना बंदो गुरुपद कंज सीताराम कृपा सिंधु नर रूप हरि महामोहतम पुंज सीताराम जासु वचन रवि कर निकर सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय कथारंभ होता है सुनो वीर हनुमान हे रामा सुनो वीर हनुमान आसन को प्रभु आइए सिया सखा सहित भगवान सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय गौतम तिय गति सुरति करी नहीं पर सती पग पानी मन बिहसे रघुवंश मणि प्रीति अलौकिक जानी सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम तब सिय देखी भूप अभिलाषे क्रूर कुपूत मूड मन माखे उठी उठी पहिरी सनाह अभागे जह तह गाल बजावन लागे रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम लेहु चढ़ाई सिय कह कोहु दरी भादहु नृप बालक दोहु तोरे धनुष चाड़ नहीं सरही जीवन हमी कुंवरी को भरही रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम जो विदेहु कछु करे सहाही जीतहु समर सहित दोहु भाई साधु भूप बोले सुनि बानी राज समाज ही लाज लजाई रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम बलु प्रताप वीरता बड़ाही नाक पिनाक ही संग सिधाही सोही सुरता की अब कहु पाही असी बुद्धि तो विधि मुह मसिलाही रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम देखहु राम ही नयन भरी तज ईर्षा मधु कोहु लखन रोषु पावक प्रबल जानी सलभ जनि होहु सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो रे भाई सब संतन की जय Jai Shri Ram to all of you. The Doha reminds us of Gautam Nari Ahilya. So Rishi Gautam, his wife was called Mata Ahilya. And it says, Tulsidas ji here says, Gautamatiya gati surati kari nahi parasatihi pagapani. Sita Mata thought of the plight that Mata Ahilya was in, and therefore she did not go and touch the feet of Prabhu Sri Ram. So this can give us an indication of, it can bring many thoughts to mind. And one of the thoughts that come to my mind is that by touching the feet of Prabhu Sri Ram, when he touched the stone, Ahilya, what happened to her? She came out of the rock and she ascended to the abode of Brahmaji, of her pati. And Sita Mata is basically saying to us here, she doesn't want to touch Ramji's feet because she doesn't want to go away up to the heavenly abode. She wants to be here with him. This is the thought that has come to my mind, and I'm sure there are other thoughts as well that may arise from that. So Prabhu Shri Ram, when he realized this, his mana bihase raguband samani pritiya lokika jani. Seeing this amazing love of Mother Sita, Ramji laughed in his mind, and Tulsidas here describes him as Raghuvansamani, the jewel, the crest jewel of the Raghuvansh, of this Raghu dynasty. He is the crest jewel. So Bhagwan, we see here, we say that Bhagwan is omniscient, omnipotent. He's all-knowing, he's all over the place, and he knows exactly what is going through Mata Sita's mind. In fact, the divine couple are in absolute sync with each other. So sometimes you meet two people, they may not exchange words between each other, but they know exactly each other's likes and dislikes. They know what the other person is thinking. This we refer to, I think the modern world refers to it as chemistry. Okay? But this idea of chemistry and knowing each other's thoughts, etc., is an ancient thing that has started with Bhagwan. So Tulsidas ji then says to us, Tabasya deki bhupa abhilasha. Seeing Mother Sita, some of these kings had hope of getting her. So they had a desire of having her. And they are described here as Pura Kuputa Muda Mana Make, as those who are wicked, those who are degenerated. In other words, they have lost their sense of intelligence and discernments. Mudha, they are fools. Mana Make, they have lost their composure and their dignity by even thinking in this way. See, there are certain things in this world that are meant for you and I, and there are certain things that are not meant for you and I. We need to know what these things are. Anything that causes us to lose our dignity is actually not meant for us. So I think we must give more thought to that. What did these kings do then? Uti utihi pahiri sanahiya bhage. First of all, they are described as abhage. Bhage means one who is fortunate. Bhaga means fortune, good fortune. Subhagya, sobhagya. Abhage, those who are unfortunate. Because one who has lost his mind, does not know what is good and not good in this world, he's abhagya, he's unfortunate, because his actions will thereafter not be controlled. So all of us should strive to be sobhagya. Uti, they got up, and what did they do? They were displaying their armor. Now, armor are shields or sheets that some of the kings and princes wore, and very often their armor would define the number of battles that they have been engaged in. They were victorious, etc. So they were displaying all of this. Jahataha gala bajavana lage, and they bragged about their greatness. Right. So the armor led them, gave them, caused them to brag even more. So the armor was a trophy, if I can call it, and therefore sometimes we must take our trophies for anything we've achieved and hide it in one cupboard. We should Be careful that those trophies don't cause us to become egoistic. They said, let us by force rather carry away this Sita. Daribanda Hunrupa Balak, though, will tie these two princes up, these two sons. They don't even refer to them as with respect. They said, Banda Hunrupa Balak, the sons of the king, let's tie them up and we'll carry her off. Tore Dhanusha Chari Nahi Sarahi. What purpose will breaking the bow serve? See, now this is sour grapes. They failed to string the bow. They failed to break the bow. Now they're saying, there's no need for it. What is the purpose of doing that? When in reality, the main purpose that they came there for was to string the bow. When they have now failed, they are saying, no, there's no purpose in it. You see? Jivan hamahi kuwari ko barahi. They're saying jivata hamahi. Hama, that means they are saying, as long as we are alive, who is going to marry this princess? Nobody has a chance of marrying her because they will have to defeat us first. And then they go on to say, Jo Videhu Kachukare Sahai. So Videhu, the kingdom of Raja Janak of Mata Sita is known as Videha, the territory of Videha, right? And therefore Videhu means the king of this, who is Raja Janak. Kachukare Sahai. If he tries to help anybody, if he tries to help these two princes and Mother Sita, what we will do, Jitehu Samara Sahita Doibai. Together with the two brothers, we will defeat him as well. So up until now, I haven't read anywhere or come across a battle where Raja Janak had lost the battle. And most of these kings that were called there and princes were subservient. In other words, they had made peace with him that they will not challenge him, and therefore they were invited here. But all of a sudden they're saying, we'll defeat him. Sadhu Bhopa, Bole Sunivani. There were some kings there who were sadhu. They were good in their thoughts. And they spoke these words. They said, Raja Samajahi Laja Lajahi. They said, these good kings said, even shame will be embarrassed to come in this sabha here and stand next to these kings here, because they are beyond shame personified. They had been given an opportunity. They claim to be brave and very, very strong. They couldn't do anything. They couldn't even lift the bow. Now they want to defeat the one who has broken the bow. What a contradiction. And therefore, it is important to note the words of a wise man that I knew, and he quoted this often. He says, those that do seldom speak, and those that speak seldom do. And we seeing those words I'm reminded of those beautiful words that he used to tell us about. Balu Pratap Birta Barahi, all kinds of might, glory, valor, and honor, Na Kapina Kahi Sanga Sidhai, have all been shattered with the bow. All these kings here, even their consecration that they were thinking about to be victorious, all were shattered. And Pinakahi, the name of Bhagwan Shankar's bow, is called Pinaka. Therefore, there's a mantra that describes him, Pinaka Hastaya, the one who holds the Pinaka bow in his hand is Bhagwan Mahadev, Har Har Mahadev. Sohi Surta ki ab kahu pahi. And people are asking now, where has this valor come from suddenly? You were given an opportunity to show your valor and strength. You didn't show it. Suddenly now the valor has come to you. Asibudito vidimahu masi lahi. That same kind of mentality, coward mentality, twisting the facts, distracting people's attention from the truth, has now blotched your faces. So these kings could not show their faces anywhere. Despite the words they were speaking, all the wise people knew the facts, that what they were bragging about, what they were boasting about, is all a joke, because they couldn't even twitch this bow. देखहु राम नयन भरी, taji irisha madhu kohu. These are wise words of counsel for all of us. Taji, give up. We just read this in Bhagavad Gita. Tyag, irisha, jealousy. Give up jealousy. How? And what should you do? You should feast your eyes on Ram. The Lord incarnate is in front of you. You are looking and attaching yourself to something else. This is the message they are giving him, giving these kings. Lakana roshu pavaku prabala. Please be careful. Because the one, that Ram is all compassionate, soft-hearted. He has taken the form now of the Maryada Purushottam. But that same Bhagwan has also manifested as the one next to him. Be careful of that one. He didn't say he's Maryada Purushottam. His name is Lakshman. Our Roshu Pavaka Prabalaha. His strength is uncontrollable and he is burning with rage because you are challenging his brother, his manifestation, his Ram. You challenging his Ram. He's burning. Be careful. Jani salab jani ho ho. Don't allow yourself to be consumed by that fire that's raging inside Lakshman. Because he is the support of the entire globe and is the one that is responsible for turning it all into ashes also at the time of Mahapralay. Don't be consumed like a moth is consumed by the fire. This is the advice that the Sadhu Bhupa, the good kings were giving to the other kings. Even at this late hour, they were being warned, please be careful how you are behaving. A lovely message that comes out of this here is that there are many people in this world that become oblivious to their own behavior. They don't realize what they are doing. And sometimes people need to be told, be careful. You are starting to move onto the wrong side of the line. And once you cross that line, there are repercussions. This is what these kings are telling us, the message that they are giving us here. With these words, we will conclude tonight's Ram Charit Manas Pravachan. कथा विसर्जन होत है सुनो वीर हनुमान आसन को प्रभु जाइए सिया सखा सहित भगवान सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो रे भाई सब संतन की जय जय श्री राम. We now going to have bhajans and arti.
गोपाला राधालोला मुरलीलोला नंदलाला मुरलीलोला नंदलाला गोपाला राधालोला मुरलीलोला नंदलाला मुरलीलोला नंदलाला लोला नंद लाला मुरली लोला नंद लाला मुरली लोला नंद लाला। ओम सीताराम पवन सुत हनुमान राधे कृष्ण की जय।
कभी अम्बे बन के कभी जगदम्बे बन के चले आना माता जी चले आना। कभी अम्बे बन के कभी जगदम्बे बन के चले आना माता जी चले आना।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जो ध्यावे पल पावे दुख विन से मन का। स्वामी दुख विन से मन का। सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे। काष्ठ मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। माता पिता तुम मेरे, शरण कहूँ मैं किसकी, स्वामी शरण कहूँ मैं किसकी। तुम बिना और न दूजा, तुम बिना और न दूजा, आश करो जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम्हें अंतर्यामी, स्वामी तुम्हें अंतर्यामी। पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता, स्वामी तुम पालन करता। मैं मूरख कल कामी, मैं मूरख कल कामी, कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम हो एक अगोचर, सबके प्राणपति, स्वामी सबके प्राणपति। किसी विधि मिलो दया में, किसी विधि मिलो तुमको मैं कुमति। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। दीन बंधु दुख हरता, तुम रक्षक मेरे, स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे। करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ, करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ, शरण पड़ा तेरी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा, स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, संतन के सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तन मन धन सब है तेरा, स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा। तेरा तुझको अर्पण, तेरा तुझको अर्पण, प्यारा है मेरा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। प्रेम सभा सब मिलकर निश दिन यही गाओ, स्वामी निश दिन यही गाओ। पार लगा दो नैया, पार लगा दो नैया, यही अरस गाओ। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट, क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णुः मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्ष मङ्गलाय तनोहरि। सर्वमङ्गलमङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणा पदे पदे। ओम सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु, सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु, सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम असतो मा सद्गमया तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमया मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमया। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते अर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व परमेश्वर। आवाहनं न जानामि विसर्जनं पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षमस्व परमेश्वर। अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मत्कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष त्वं परमेश्वर। बोले विघ्नहर्ता गणेश भगवान की जय, जगजननी पार्वती माता की जय, शिव शंकर भगवान की जय, सीता रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, लक्ष्मण जी की जय, महावीर स्वामी बजरंग बली की जय, श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय, श्री बालकृष्ण भगवान की जय, गंगा यमुना सरयू सरस्वती मैया की जय, श्री राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय। ओम नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव हर। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे श्याम। सबको जय सिया राम।